welcome to Jet Talks with Nathan. We're leveling it up today. We're not on a car anymore, we're on a plane. We're currently going 631 miles per hour, 41,000 feet. And we're gonna talk about success, business, YouTube, whatever it is. This is the show where we try to help you get better. And I only have one ask. It's just that you guys subscribe to the channel if you get any advice out of this video. We only got about 25 minutes. Johnny's got 3 questions. I don't know what the questions are. I don't have a script prepared. We're just gonna do a little Q&A. We also have James.
Oh, nice.
Question number 1. What questions should someone ask themselves before they chase a dream to make sure it's theirs and not someone else's definition of success?
That's a good question. So 2 scenarios. Scenario number 1, if I removed every single person from planet Earth and you were the only one there, would you still chase that dream? Scenario number 2, if I gave you all the money in the world, billions of dollars, would you still chase that dream? If the answer is yes to both of those questions, then yes.
That's kind of crazy though, that first question. If you're the only person there, who's watching your videos?
The reason I say remove everyone from planet Earth and see if you'll still chase your dream. The reason I say that is because a lot of the times when we chase a dream or we set out to do something, it's sometimes not our dream. It's sometimes the dream of other people. Or it's the dream of, maybe your parents wanted you to do this. Maybe your friends wanted you to do this. But in reality, maybe you don't want to do it too much, but you think you want to do it because your judgment is clouded because of the people that you surround yourself with. So if you were to remove all of those people from planet Earth, would you still chase that dream? If the answer is yes, then of course, go chase it. So I didn't ask myself that when I started YouTube. When I was about 3 to 4 years into YouTube, I was actually reading a book. It was one of the lines in the book. I forget what book it is, but it was basically just like, hey, if you removed every person on planet Earth, would you still chase your dream? And it was just such an interesting thing to think about. And of course I said yes. So it made me very confident in my decision of what I was trying to do.
Question number 2.
All right, question number 2, dude. You better hurry up, Johnny. We're going 630 miles per hour.
How can young creators think about building something sustainable, not just successful?
Well, I think sustainability is something that you should worry about in the future, not in the beginning. Like if you have under 1 million subscribers, you shouldn't worry about building something sustainable. You should just worry about how to make good freaking videos because you already got so many things to worry about. You don't need to throw that onto the plate. But I think after you pass 1 million, 2 million, 3 million followers, you can start asking yourself like, okay, how do I make this last another 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, whatever it is. And it completely depends on what you're trying to do. It depends on what kind of content you make. Because like a lot of people will make content on video games. Like when I started my channel, I made Minecraft videos, that was it. And then once I hit like 7 million subscribers, I was asking myself like, okay, how do I make this sustainable? What happens if Minecraft goes away? Because my entire channel is based around Minecraft. What happens if it disappears? So that's when I decided to start the real life channel, which is today our biggest channel, where we do all types of crazy videos. But that's why I started it, because I wanted something more sustainable that wasn't reliant on a video game. But now I'm asking myself, what happens if YouTube disappears, right? Which is not gonna happen, but that's one of the things that I'm thinking about. And that's one of the reasons that I'm building Blueprint as well. The strategies that we teach inside Blueprint are universal across any platform, even any business. Doesn't matter. You can apply them to anything. That's my next mission of sustainability.
Can I throw in a bonus question right now?
Yeah, go ahead.
What would you do if YouTube just went under? What if it's just gone tomorrow? What's in your mind? What's your next future step?
First thing I would do is transition to the next platform, whatever the next big platform is, whether it's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. So I would put a lot of focus into that because we still have a big fan base. So I know a lot of people will try to find us on other platforms. It's kind of like when Vine died. Logan Paul was on Vine and then Vine disappeared, but then he jumped over to Instagram and YouTube and all the other stuff. So that's the first thing I would do is I would try to figure out what's the next big platform. What is everyone going to? And then the second thing I would do is I would put all my focus, I already have a ton of focus in Blueprint, but I would put more focus into Blueprint because I just believe in it so much. And I believe that it can be applied across any industry, any social media platform. Doesn't matter. It'd be a little stressful.
James, question number 3. One mindset shift that helped you go from just showing up to showing up with intentions. Like on the YouTube videos, because you started off as like, setting up, doing this, doing that. But now, you know, you're talent, you're big in the company, you run a channel. What has differentiated between the two, and how has that mindset shifted?
I think Nathan saw something really big in me. He was like, that's a funny guy right there. He could do a lot of things. I think that's like low key kind of true. I showed up to work, I was on time, always had everything he wanted with a little extra.
So how did that actually happen? Or you're like, hey, just pull up?
Yeah, no, that was how I got all started into this business. It was Nathan calling me and going, hey, can you help me real quick? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'm not doing anything. I showed up to his house, I held the camera for him, I bought some supplies, and he was just like, thanks, I needed the help, blah, blah, blah. And I think it was like a week later, he was like, hey, you want to do this more often? You want to help me make more videos? And I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, I'll help. And then, you know, a few weeks go by and he was like, hey, want to work for me? And I was just like, of course, this is awesome. At the time, I was doing construction and roofing. So it was just like, every day I had to wake up at like 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, drive an hour, go stand on a black roof in the middle of Texas summer where it could get to 115, 130 degrees up there, and you're just banging shingles onto someone's house, or you're on some concrete path. It's just like not fun. But I mean, it was cool, but the opportunity Nathan gave me was just way better. You know, I got to be with my best friend, make crazy videos every single day, because I was the type of person, I didn't like the same thing. Like, consistency is nice, but I like change every day. Honestly, I can't tell you 100% if YouTube was something I was supposed to do in life, but it was definitely, it fit me the most. Just because of my attitude and just like how I put everything together, in all honesty. Unpredictability, that's what I like the most.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much said it. You got it. When I also started my real life channel, it's really hard to create videos in real life by yourself. I hear a lot of people complaining like, hey, I can't film videos because I can't do this video by myself. Yes, I feel your pain. Like, when I started my real life channel, I needed people. Like, for example, I remember one of the first videos we did, we played the world's biggest Jenga. How do you play Jenga by yourself? You can't, right? So there is some videos where you need more than one person. But there's also some very successful YouTubers that do videos completely by themselves. A perfect example is Ryan Trahan. Like, Ryan Trahan has, 20 million subscribers? Pretty much every single video is him by himself, going somewhere, doing something, doing some sort of challenge by himself. So it's certainly possible to create a very big, very viral YouTube channel or social media page by yourself. But it does limit your ideas and what you can do. I remember when we started, we were doing like these big Nerf war videos. You can't have a Nerf war by yourself, right? So there was all these big videos that I wanted to do where I was like, I can't do these by myself. I need someone with me.
I also have a bonus question as well. How did you evolve from gaming to a real life challenge channel without losing or disconnecting the gaming audience and just transitioning them over?
My switch from gaming content to real life content was probably one of the best strategic business moves I did in my career. Because if you think about it, imagine you watch a gaming YouTuber and you've only seen this guy play video games for years and years and years. And then all of a sudden, he starts making videos in real life about massive Lego houses, challenges, mystery game boards, all types of really cool stuff. Like, you're instantly gonna flock over to those videos because they're so much better and more exciting than me just playing a video game in my room. The best way to describe it is like, it was something that my audience was begging for, but they weren't actually telling me what they wanted. And I think if you can figure out what your audience wants without them telling you what they want, that's how you become a big creator. And ultimately, if you think about it, some of the greatest inventions brought to this earth were brought that way. I mean, not all inventions, but like, think about Netflix. Like, Netflix is a great invention. You pull up movies on your TV, you pay a monthly fee, that's it. Netflix is a multi-billion-dollar company, but people were not begging for Netflix. No one was sitting there begging like, yes, we need this, right? So a lot of like great inventions come from things that people don't know that they really want. So I was not having hundreds of people beg me to make videos in real life. They were just begging me to make more Minecraft videos. So I think if you can figure out things like that, that's how you transition from like someone that's just following the path to an actual creator. When you start putting out ideas that people are not asking for, but in reality, they wanted it. It's like a hard thing to describe. Like, people were not begging for Apple to make iPhones, but now it's like one of the greatest inventions of our time.
And that's the end of Jet Talks, dude.
Jet Talks with Nathan. Subscribe to the channel. We post videos like this every single week. Maybe if the Blueprint channel blows up, we'll get a bigger plane. But for now, this will do the job.
We should do the next video on like a commercial plane, like a Boeing 737.
Yeah, I'm down. Welcome to Jet Talks with Nathan. We're in economy.
Sir, you got anything to say?